This week on Good Morning Grand Haven.
All right, we're playing Victorian slang
Indeed.
here, everybody. All right, go ahead.
All right, Marianne, what is a giggle mug?
A giggle mug?
A giggle mug, yes.
A giggle mug. I think it's some sort of Victorian drink that makes you giggle.
That's an excellent guess. Actually, it's someone who's always smiling.
Oh, a giggle mug. Oh,
Well,
I
there
like
you
that.
are.
Okay, I gotta write this down because I'm going to use that in a sentence today. Okay, giggle mug. Okay, go ahead.
What does it mean if you've got the morbs?
The morbs?
Yes.
Wow, I got to be careful what I
You've got
say
a-
here.
You've got a case of the morbs.
That means you're sad.
Yes, very good.
Oh!
Very good.
The morbs. M-O, how do you spell it?
Morbs.
All right, so that means you're sad, depressed.
It's a temporary sadness.
Ah, okay.
All right, we got two more here.
All right.
What is it to be tight as a boiled owl? You're tight as a boiled owl.
You're all wound up.
A bit, perhaps.
You're cheap.
You're drunk.
No.
You've had too much libation.
Okay, you're
and
tight
quite
as
drunk.
a what?
A boiled owl.
Oh, this is awesome. I'm using all of this today.
Okay.
All right, number 4.
And finally,
Okay.
what is a sauce box?
A sauce box.
And I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
We are using them now.
A radio.
Not quite.
Headphones. Well, they didn't have those in the Victorian era.
Indeed. Take technology right out.
Can you imagine in the Victorian era they're wearing a pair of Cost headphones? Coffee.
A sauce box is the mouth.
Oh, a sauce box.
Indeed, yes.
That's interesting. Wow.
The language is utter nonsense.
Where did they come up with all this? This is so
I don't
interesting.
know. I absolutely love this slang, though.
I know. Maybe that's something that we can do every day.
Oh, my gosh,
you know,
yeah.
I don't really know a whole lot about the Victorian era. I just know that they were very modest. Even showing a tiny bit of skin was taboo. They had modesty boards that were created, and those boards would be nailed or propped up close to the ground to ensure that women's ankles were not visible when they were seated. Very interesting. Very uptight culture, in my opinion. But yeah,
And ironically, Queen Victoria, known for perhaps having a series of gentleman callers.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna shut my sauce mouth. 70,000 choices. So for boys, the top pick: Elva, Tate, Diego, Easton, and Cash. Ooh, I like that. For girls in 2020, Reese, Paisley, Nova. That's kind of cool. Pearl. I love old-fashioned names.
I'm liking these so far.
And Billy. And the top gender-neutral predictions include Phoenix, Remy, I like that, Darcy, Quinn, and Emerson. There you go. I hate my name.
Why do you hate your name?
Because it's been so confusing my whole life. My parents, I'm the youngest of 5, and I think by the time I rolled around, they were tired, and they named me Mary Ellen, but they spelled it capital M-A-R-Y space capital E-L-L-E-N. But Ellen's not my middle name. They forgot to give me a middle name. What's your middle name?
It's my middle name is Alexander.
Oh, that's a nice middle name.
Yeah.
I don't have a middle name. So
It sounds to me like your dad was filling out the birth certificate.
I don't know what happened.
And he stubbornly refused
Yeah.
to admit that he had not filled out the correct space.
So I was called Mary, growing up, and my mom hated, and that's a beautiful name, don't get me wrong, but my mom hated that. She'd be like, her name's Mary Ellen, and I'd be like, well, why did you put it on my birth certificate that way? And then people just started calling me Emmy. Not Emmy, but Emmy.
That's clever, though.
Yeah.
That's very clever.
Yeah.
I think I like your name. And it also has a ring to it. If your middle name was Ellen, then you'd just be referred to as Mary Murphy on the radio.
Right.
Mary Ellen Murphy has a cadence that is fun to say.
Well, I like that. You can call me Emmy if you don't feel like saying my name.
I'll toss an Emmy a couple of times.
But yeah, my parents, I don't know what they were thinking. No middle name, and then my confirmation name was Bernadette. So it just Mary Ellen Bernadette. It just did not sound good at all. It just didn't sound good at all. I have a brother without a middle name, too. So I don't know. My parents must have been too busy. But I like those names. I love Pearl for a name for 2020. Old-fashioned names. I love that. Our tagline was, as eclectic as Ann Arbor itself.
Oh, okay.
I know. Anyway, we played a lot of Yanni, this stuff. So Yanni came to town. He was going to play at Hill Auditorium in Ann Arbor. He gets to Metro Airport in Detroit, and there's no one there to pick him up.
Oh, no.
His music The music rep's like nowhere to be found. And he was going to swing by the radio station in Ann Arbor to do an interview before he did the show. So he calls the radio station, and this is when Yanni was like really huge, and he was dating Linda Evans, and so he was always in the news. So we send one of our part-timers out to pick him up.
Oh, boy.
At the airport. Yanni.
So awkward.
Okay, he's in this piece of crap Chevette. Taco Bell wrappers everywhere. I mean, the car just reeked, okay?
Oh, God.
So he goes and picks up Yanni at Metro Airport.
Oh, no.
And Yanni, he's just a little guy, you know. He's like, okay, whatever, you know, I'll get in the car. So he gets in the car, and on the way to the radio station, the part-timer gets a flat tire.
Oh, God.
So Yanni's out on I-94 with our part-timer changing the tire.
Who already has to be just down on himself because look at my car. Oh, good Lord.
I know. The poor part-timer. His name was Mark. And Yanni finally gets to our radio station, and, we did a great interview, and then he did a great performance at Hill Auditorium. But, yeah, this is we used to call it songs without words.
Sure. I mean, fully accurate.
I mean, okay, here's a great pick-me-up for you, some Yanni. I mean, it's great music. I can appreciate it, but I can't listen to it when I'm driving.
It makes me want to take up ribbon dancing. Just get that stress out at the end of the day.
Ribbon dancing. So that's my Yanni story, and I mean, the poor guy.
That's an amazing story.
He's at the airport. Nobody's there to pick him up, and so we send some part-timer in a Chevette that reeks like Taco Bell and who knows what else, and then a flat tire on the way to the station. But he made it to the station on time. We did a great interview, and then he went on to do a great show at Hill Auditorium. So that's my Yanni story. But they say listening to instrumental music will reduce stress.
Yeah. but not transporting an instrumental musician. Opposite effect.
There you go.
Good Morning Grand Haven is on 92.1 WGHN every Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. We'll see you next week.